Just as the title suggests, no talent, no art training, just you and 1 year in your hands. Is it possible to become a manga artist? 1 year is a really long time, but at the same time, it's not nearly enough to instantly become great or famous. But that does not mean it's impossible. It simply means you have to put in real work and keep going, even when it gets uncomfortable. If you put in consistent effort for 1 full year, you can become a manga artist within that time frame. You may not suddenly become a legendary creator like Eiichiro Oda or Masashi Kishimoto, but you will have already paved the way toward becoming something just as meaningful. A journey of 1,000 steps begins with the first step. So what does it actually mean to become a manga artist? When people say they want to be a manga artist, they usually think it's about drawing really well. But manga isn't just drawing. Manga is storytelling, paneling, composition, anatomy, perspective, and consistency, all working together as one. Storytelling matters because a manga page can be badly drawn and still hit hard, while a beautifully drawn page with no story feels empty. Storytelling is emotion, pacing, and knowing when to show instead of explain. Paneling controls time. A small panel can represent a second, while a large panel is a moment you're meant to feel, which is why action scenes feel fast and emotional scenes feel quiet. Composition determines where characters are placed and where your eyes go first, because if the reader doesn't know where to look, the page feels confusing even if the drawing itself is good. Anatomy doesn't have to be realistic, it just has to feel right. Believable bodies, believable movement. Enough so the illusion doesn't break. Perspective is what turns a flat drawing into a scene you feel inside, and it's one of the fastest ways your manga starts looking professional. And finally, the skill that breaks most people. Consistency. Anyone can draw one good illustration, but a manga artist has to draw the same character over and over, from every angle, across hundreds of pages. This is why most people quit. Not because they're bad, but because manga is about endurance. So let's answer the real question. What does 1 year of becoming a manga artist actually look like? The first 3 months are not about making manga at all. They're about building your foundation. This is where most people get bored and quit. You focus on gesture drawing, basic anatomy, and simple perspective. You copy manga panels not to steal, but to understand how professionals think. Your drawings will look bad, and that's normal. It's part of the process. If your drawings don't look bad yet, you're probably not practicing hard enough. Months 4 to 6 are when it starts feeling like manga. You begin learning panel flow, facial expressions, and how to show movement. This is where you stop drawing illustrations and start drawing scenes. You learn shortcuts, you learn what details actually matter and what don't, and you stop chasing perfection in favor of clarity and readability. The last half of the year is where the real transformation happens. You stop practicing and you start producing. Short stories, one-shots, and weekly page goals. You finish pages even when they're ugly, because finishing teaches you more than restarting ever will. Will you be a professional in 1 year? No, but you won't be a beginner either. You'll be someone who can tell a story, someone who can finish pages, someone who actually makes manga. And here's the part nobody likes to talk about. Most people don't fail at manga because they lack talent. They fail because they wait. They wait to feel ready, to feel confident, to feel good enough. But that feeling never comes. You don't get ready before you start. You get ready by starting. Some people spend months watching tutorials, knowing every tip, every brush, every shortcut, but they don't draw. Watching feels productive. Drawing feels uncomfortable. And growth only happens in the uncomfortable part. Then there's comparison. Comparing your day one to someone else's 10-year journey. Of course you feel behind, but you're not late, you're just early. And then there's the biggest reason people quit. Bad drawings. Your drawings will look bad, and that's not a sign to quit. That's proof it's working. Every bad drawing is your brain learning what good looks like. And if you're still watching this video is for you. For the people who draw late at night when everyone else is asleep. For the people hiding sketchbooks because they don't feel good enough yet. For the people who want to post their art but never do. And for the people who think they're too late. You're not late. You're right on time if you start now. 1 year will pass whether you draw or not, and the only difference will be who you are at the end of it. If you're starting today, comment day one, not for me, but for yourself. I'm documenting my own journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and if you want to walk this path together, subscribe.